Yeah, hey everyone. So for today's topic, we've already talked about SSH. The other topic I wanted to talk about is users and groups. So, like Windows, obviously there's going to be users you can sign in as, and they all have distinct privileges and whatnot associated with that. That's all controlled in Linux through users and groups, like I mentioned. So at a high level, what we'll be doing today is we'll be creating a Linux group. We'll assign a user to it, and we'll kind of just view what it has access to and items of that sort. So first item of that is setting up a group, because first you want to have a group. How basically the command works is you set up a group and then you add a user to that group, being you can have 1 to n users to specific groups. So we'll talk about that in a second. So with that said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Boomi user and group, because like we've talked about before as a best practice, not in this series, but in general, you don't want to run your installation as the root user. You would want to run your installation with a dedicated Boomi user. So what we like to see with that dedicated Boomi user is it's synonymous across all node servers. So basically, I forget the name of the daemon, but there's a daemon that translates these user IDs and group IDs to names across NFS. We're not there yet. Don't worry about that for now for a clustered runtime. So each node should have the same user ID and group ID for each Boomi server, just as a best practice. So with that said, first item we're going to do is create our group. So the way to do that, it's a command. So sudo, we need sudo privileges for that. Group add. So -g. So it's saying what's the ID? 1001. Just because out of the box it starts with 1000. Ubuntu user and group that we've been playing with is 1000 1000. So what's going to happen with this group add? So I'm going to create a group called 1001 called Boomi. Awesome. Now let's add a user to it. So easiest way to do that is going to be, sorry, just lost that for there. Sudo user add to the group called Boomi and a user with the ID 1001 called Boomi. So now we have a Boomi user that's a part of the Boomi group. So easiest way just to check that is if I type in the command ID. So just basically it's UID, group ID kind of output for that is kind of the point in this command. So if I type in Boomi, as you can see, the Boomi user is 1001. The group it's associated with is 1001 as well. So let's say an out of the box, so ID Ubuntu. As you can see here, a little bit different because it's set up that way. So user ID 1000, group ID, and what groups is it a part of? Notice how it has sudo access, items of that sort. So basically this user would come with out of the box privileges and packages, but I just wanted to showcase today kind of how to set this up preliminary and the best practices with that for Boomi. All right, thank you everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.